My name is Daniela Fatmata Sise from Sierra Leone. I'm attached at the Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources. I came to India with breast cancer, the right breast. When I was in Sierra Leone, it was my husband that detected a lump in my breast. So he advised me to go to the hospital. I went to the hospital and they did FNAC test. So, okay, later on the doctor said I should do surgery. I did some surgery in Sierra Leone and they took that lump, some of the lump, I think, they took that lump to the lab and it was confirmed that it's cancer and breast cancer. To manage that kind of breast cancer in Sierra Leone is somehow difficult because the facilities are not there much. So the doctors recommend that I should come to India. So coming to India, it was somehow difficult because I don't know anybody here. I was thinking, my husband studied in Russia. He was saying to go there, but because of there are some crisis, so they decided for me to come to India. So one day I went to the Ministry of Health. I went to visit a friend, and through that person, this person just gave me, I was talking about coming to India, and the person just gave me Med Access brochure. Then I looked at it, I went home and I showed it to my husband. And he said, okay, let me contact them. So he contacted Mrs. Shashi, and Mrs. Shashi assured us that when we come to India, she will take a very good care about the medical issue. Breast cancer treatment is very good here. So with that, we started the journey to come to India. It was somehow difficult because of finances. So we asked Med Access to send us their bill compared to other countries. We found out that Med Access is much more cheaper than the others we receive. So because of that, we decided to come here. And when we came, my mother and I, when we came to India at the airport, we were received by a very good a taxi driver. That guy waited for us for over hours. Our flight was delayed in Kenya for over 18 hours. Then later on, when we came to India, that guy, the taxi driver, was so patient. He waited for us and he took us safely to our accommodation, to our apartment. So when we came, Mrs. Shashi and introduced us to who is a very kind guy. So he was always taking us to the hospital. We went to the hospital, then the doctors did a series of tests. Here in India, you cannot just go for surgery like that without tests. You will do series of tests, all kinds of tests they did, and the tests all came out positive for me. I say thanks to God, and the doctor recommended that there are more lumps in my breast, so I have to do surgery. Upon the surgery, after the surgery, they took those the lump they removed from my breast. They took it to the lab. After taking it to the lab, it was confirmed that yes, it is really breast cancer. So after the surgery for about a month, the doctor said I should do chemotherapy treatment, and he recommended that because of the kind of breast cancer that I have, I should do I should do the chemotherapy here, which I'm here. I've started the chemotherapy, and I'm telling you guys, for Med Access, they are very, very, very caring. Sometimes I'll say, which kind of woman is this? She is always, even for your accommodation, where you sleeping, she is very, very caring. The Med Access team, all of them, they are very caring. Lalit will take us out sometimes. Even if we don't have cash with us, he will pay taxi fee. You can imagine that. They are very kind, very accommodating. And I am still here for chemotherapy. After I finish chemotherapy, then I will start a radiotherapy treatment as well. And Med Access, guys, some people were telling me, go to this country for medical treatment, go to this country for medical treatment. But I believe I made the right choice of coming here, because breast cancer is the kind of disease people don't joke with at all. It has killed a lot of young girls in my country, and people are going through a lot with this breast cancer. So I found myself very, very lucky and blessed that I came here through Med Access, and they are still taking very good care of me. Where right now, accommodation issue, they are very, very concerned about that, because I'm going to stay here for long. Because the doctor said I should take the medication here. You can just imagine how caring they are here in India. Because if it was some kind of doctors that are not that much care, they would say, no, you can go back, this and that. But they said, no, you stay here. They don't, even though when I said I want to go back, the doctor said, no, you have to take your treatment here. I advise you to take your treatment here, which I've started chemotherapy. And because also at the hospital, the nurses are so caring, because me, I'm the kind of person, my veins are very, 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 very tiny and very hard to get. Nurses are very, very accommodating at the hospital, Dinarat Hospital. My doctor, yes, so they are very, very nice doctors and very, very accommodating. So guys, I'm advising you all, when you have problems, you come to Med Access, because Med Access, they are not too much bothered. In fact, they don't even ask you much about money. When you come, whatever step involved, you pay the money. And the money is very, very much accommodating compared to other countries, I'm telling you. So guys, like me, I'm very happy when I came here, and I thank God. I thank Med Access. I thank India. I am still here in India doing my medical treatment. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank my husband, my family back home, my head, my ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources. I thank everybody, and I say many thanks again to God. Thank you all.